You know what? The reception I got, or the response I got when I posted my last video, was encouraging. So if I even ever thought of not posting again or just acting funny, not possible. I completely missed you guys. In fact, I was just reading the comments and I was like, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all the, you know, the love, the shares, the likes. Thank you. And for those of you that have not complied, when I left you people back then, I was getting like 10,000, 12,000. I did even a post that had 3 million views. You should come and watch my post, yeah. Hi guys, welcome to Laurasboxx. So, in fact, you see these housemates, I love them completely. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm trying to say, who don't I like? I like everybody for now. No chaos yet, but they are giving. They're actually giving. They're actually giving. They're actually giving. So for today, let's start with the territorial and bossy Dami. Well, not according to Laura, according to some of the housemates in the house. So you know, from the last video I made, Dami at one point, I think the first 2 days, she assigned herself as the kitchen madam, and somehow most housemates like Chinwe, Ruth were just complaining. Oh, she's so territorial, she's bossy, she's rude, she speaks to them anyhow. Even at one point, I think she heard the story, she heard the gist, and she came to apologize. Then I noticed that there was one morning she was talking to her partner Toyosi, and she was like, you know, I'm just asking, you know, Dami speaks really well, like really well, and she was like, I just want to know, you know, I can see that you're getting close to Tofa, so I want to know, do you like him, or is it just friendship? And Toyosi was like, it's just friendship, we're just talking, there's nothing there. And she was like, I'm not convinced, with your response. And even me, I was like, at least wait till you see something there. Like, I don't even understand. Like, you know, back then we used to have small shame. They don't ask us out or toast us, we not even assume. But you know, she was like, I'm not convinced with your response and everything. And to your sure, they almost got into an argument. But you know, like I tweeted on my Twitter, I said there's something I noticed. So you know, in friendship you have different dynamics, and I feel like Toyosi loves Dami a lot. She tries to even avoid, because if it's someone like me that you ask that question and I tell you I'm not interested and you continue to pry, I will change her like a bit of rest, sitting your own. But the girl was like, but I've just tweeted, there's nothing there. At one point Toyosi left. Then TJ. So you guys know that I have told you that TJ, Okoli, he likes Okoli, that man, that uncle, he likes, in fact I call him male Onyeka. If I don't feel like his own is a bit, I don't even know, but anyway, TJ came to the kitchen and Dami was like, oh, you know, I spoke to Toyosi and she said there's nothing there. And TJ was like, I actually think there's nothing there too, blah, blah, blah. Later that night again, I just saw how she was still asking, you know, I asked you and I don't like your response, I don't like what you said, blah, blah, blah. Like, girl, chill. You know, at that point, so I think I saw Toyosi walk off a bit. Do you understand? Then even I noticed that Dami told TJ that she used to like Sean, but not, because she saw Sean with Wanni, she had to like step back a bit. I'm like, okay. So that's it about the summary of what I will title the territorial and bossy Dami. Like I said, not according to me, because very soon people will come, you want to give her a name, you want to speak, you want to that. You know, I said this season I'm ready for all of you, ready for all of you. So that passed, and now let's talk about Indine Mama and Indu Munna Odogus, being the Mbadiwe twins and the auntie and the niece. So you see this custodian, break the tie, head of house thing just caused a whole lot of ruckus. Auntie just kept going on and on. She was just going about different places. They used doors. You know, when they came into this house, they were not really talking to us. All of a sudden, they were lobbying because they just wanted, immediately we want the custodian. They were just lobbying. They used doors. And you know what? I will pay them back. I will do my own. I will do this. I will do that. And she just went on and on about, oh, they used us and everything. She kept going on and on. I even think a bit of the gist got to the ears of the Mbadiwe twins, but those ones didn't even act on it. Then later that evening, Big Brother called them and said it was time to, you know, go into their condo and choose a pair. And those boys, you know, they like English, those boys. And so they just came out. So in the spirit of fairness, in the spirit of loyalty and love, we decided to go with Indian name. Everybody clapped. I think Auntie was happy. They went to their condo. They had chicken and everything. And Auntie was like, well, to be honest with her, you know, she actually spoke her mind. She was like, I was really upset. I didn't like how you guys treated us. And the guys basically explained, and they're like, you know what? That was not our intention. We're sorry for the misunderstanding. If you felt like this was what happened, they actually apologized, and they were like, okay, fine, you know, let's just squash the beef. And me, I'm just like, I don't know. I just feel like it's not like so before the head of house thing, did both pairs come together and say, you know what, if I choose you, you must choose me? I don't know if that discussion happened, and I don't think that discussion happened. And secondly, I just thought that they were being too entitled and a bit selfish, because first of all, you have immunity. The head of house didn't even come with immunity. So why are you still fighting? That should be enough compensation to just let it go. But the way they took it, they're just too hard. They didn't choose us. They didn't do it. Like, can you chill? That's it for the Indine mamas and Indine papas. So let's talk about Wanni. So of course, last video, and you guys that are already watching already know that she's gone. Like, I think that's the first ship we have in the house. You know, she's been expressing her feelings to Sean. You know, like, Sean, I don't fight, but for love I can actually fight, or rather for your love I can actually fight. She mentioned that when she likes a man, she can take care of him, she can do anything, she can cook, she can wash, and she likes a man taking initiative. You know, I don't like asking my man for money. I want him to, you know, be able to take care of me. I'm a boss chick, you know, I have my own money, but I want my man to also do things for me. I don't want to ask, you know. And when she was saying that, you know, Sean has this very funny expression. Sean was like, no, London boys, they are stingy. They don't like spending money. London men. I remember meeting one London guy in a party. See this man, he decor. The man, his clothes will just shine everywhere. Suits, shoes shiny, everything. Said he was a crown prince. So like, I like you. I remember talking. I remember one day I was like, you know, I hope you have your money, and I don't believe in spending money for a woman. I said, I'm not your candidate too. I'm not your candidate. Me, my love. I like love where they take care of me, where they pamper me, and not be your candidate. Like, you can't spend the money on me. So I can't. Like, I do things for, you know, my man, but my men, or rather, when I mean my men, I mean close, the ones I have been with, you know, they take care of me. But when you're telling me that you can't spend on me, in fact, it was even like, you know, we're not going to our first date. Where will you take me to? But you I'll spend your money. And trust me, some people play with those things, but it was actually very serious. I was like, I'm not available. Like, I don't go on dates. I don't like things like that. Let me be. At my age, please, let's end it there. So Sean was just like this. I was like, Wanni, he's a London boy. You can't be talking about it. After 2 days, initiative, he has to take care of me, he has to buy me things, he has to do this. I'm like, chill. Then she was telling TJ later that she was talking to Sean the previous day, and Tofa just came and pulled him away, and she doesn't like it, almost like they don't want Sean talking to her. She also narrated how the Mbadiwe boys too, she feels like they're stopping Sean from talking to her. You know what, I'll come back to that Wanni and D and Mbadiwe boys matter later. Let me just continue here. And you know, then later they were talking, she was talking to Sean, and Sean now told her that, and you know, I know that Dami, I know that the girl that cooked yesterday in the kitchen, the girl that cooked egusi in the kitchen, that was Dami. I know that Dami is into me, you know, I know she's into me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why did you mention that to her? But the truth is, I'm not really a fan of Hani and Wanni. I was not really a fan, but they're not in my first top 10, but they have really this good quality. Like, I feel like they're very amiable. Like, the people don't take things too seriously, except when it comes to the Mbadiwe twins. So you know, when he said that, I thought Wanni was going to act a certain way towards Dami, but she didn't. She's still very cool, because I felt like Sean was just trying to plant that Dami thing. You know, men, see, men are very intentional. Whatever they say, whatever they do, well thought of. The next day, Sean was also telling Dami that, you know, he has actually told Wanni to try and get to know other people, and, you know, not just him, she should mingle. And they won't start kissing. The party, they kissed, and I'm not lying, they can kiss. They can kiss, let me not lie. You know, it's not good to lie, it's always good to say the truth. Those people can kiss. They open their mouths to kiss really well. You see, you know me, I'm very objective. You don't have to be my favorite person, because right now even Sean has been pissing me off, and this is now going to lead me to what I want to talk about next. Enemies in the house. Shantoria, Sean and Victoria. So I need Ebuka to come in on Sunday and ask pertinent questions. I think we deserve to know what's going on between Sean and Victoria, or what went on between Sean and Victoria. So, you know, something came up on Twitter. You know how Twitter people can be, they can dig, and something was like, oh, Victoria cheated on Sean and Sean found out. And I'm like, okay, you don't even have to come to the house. Me, if there's animosity or bad blood, I'm coming to the house. But if we've now decided that, okay, there was an issue and we come into the house, I just believe that we'll put everything behind us and just walk towards a common goal. Guys, these people are enemies. They do not talk to each other. They cannot work together. They don't advise themselves. Victoria fell down during a task, and Sean was there. He couldn't stand up to pick her up. It was like a serious injury. It was someone else who picked her up. And I'm like, hey, for somebody you've, let's even say they've been their exes, for somebody you've slept with before, oh, no, we make we die now. We can have our issues, but do you mean me bad? Do you mean me wicked? Do you hate me? Do you understand? Would you rather something bad happens to me? I don't get it, to be honest. And they don't talk. They don't do anything. It's practically with Sean, what's her name? Wanni and his second wife, Handy, or the Mbadiwe twins and the boys. I don't understand what's going on. It's really painful to watch. You know, I really don't really give a damn about them, but you know, when you're watching the game, and I see the girl trying, to be honest. Like when they have diary sessions, you can see her trying to act like they're friends. Also, you know, my partner, and it's like this. I don't know what's going on. I just feel like Sean is being selfish, or maybe that's how he handles his emotions. But me, I would have asked for voluntary exit, so that we'll leave the house together. To be honest, we'll leave the house. Let's not fight outside. If you cannot coexist with me, so that we can face what we came to do, we're going to leave the house together. Why are we wasting our time? There's really no need wasting our time. So that's it for me with the, you know, enemies in the house, the Shantoria guys. Let me touch on the Mbadiwe twins. You know, those guys, sometimes they act really naive. Papa Lolos. Like, they've not watched. It's just so obvious that they've not watched the game. And again, I'm even asking myself, why they won't even watch the games? Guys, if you don't live in Lagos, you're not an Omoita like us, you won't understand. Every time you go out, Ozzy and Ozzy, they're outside. Like, it'd be like horse. These guys have been outside since I was in Unilag. And when I was in Unilag, was my going out days, 8 days. We used to be out 7 days a week, nights till morning. From there, we go to the lecture room and we will jam. Like, you will jam them. That is how bad it is. So I always wonder, was like, I think why would they even sit at home to watch this show? Like, wait, to be honest. Because the things they say, come and talk, they will sit down, address, and they like to speak English. So, no, it's I'm like, guys, take a chill pill, chill, that is, like, chill. But the guys are actually really sweet. Like I told you guys in my last video, when they came into the house, I wanted to be a hater. Like, this, what are they looking for outside? I wanted to hate, but I cannot hate, because if I decide to hate, it's what you call me witchcraft. You know, it's what you call Obome, witches and wizard. I can't, because the guys are actually amiable, though they've been getting into a lot of squabbles in the house. I don't think it's from a bad place, but I also feel like people have perceptions about them. You know, first of all, they don't really have fans, and I understand that. You know, when you call me like you are rich, look at the likes of Kid Wire. Nigerians don't like rich kids. We're telling generational rich kids, all those generational money, they don't like it. Then I think also those in the house, I just feel like they're doing so much, or if they talk, people just come like pride. But I really don't think it's pride. I just feel like the guys they don't live, they've lived, they've mingled by virtue of their pedigree. They've mingled. I really don't think it's out of pride, and they try to, you know, coexist. Anyway, that's it about the Mbadiwe boys. So I think there's this silent twin battle in the house. Never born twins. That's what it be. I'll come back to that. So the Wanni and the Mbadiwe boys, they seem to be clashing. And they clashed over the fact that Big Brother had told the Mbadiwe boys to tell them to drop the drink they carried. And that matter did not end. Why Andy and Wanni busy explaining, they're getting upset. The Mbadiwe boys to explain them. But from the explanation, you could see that I think there's an history somewhere. OC was talking to, what's her name? Flora, DJ Flo, about, and he was like, oh, don't worry, I know where this is coming from, but I can't discuss it here. And I'm like, anything that man and woman say they cannot discuss in public, now watch it. I don't even know if I should say this, but let me say it. So something happened one of the days. Those of you that have twins, I want you to educate me first of all. So this is not about Hani and Dia and Wanni. There was an issue after their task presentation, and they was crying. When I saw her crying, I said, this is not normal. This girl is not crying. She said, that's see, not small tears, oh, kata tears. You know that kind of tears that will roll into your eyes, roll down, spit, cut everything. I'm like, those of you that have twins, is that how they behave? Is that how they cry? Next, I started crying. I feel lonely. She mentioned Sean. I said, that is where the problem is. Sean is the problem. The girl feels alienated. You know, they do things together. And there was a part where they were in the kitchen and Annie and Wanni locked lips. Like they locked, it was not pecked, it was like they locked lips. Do twins do that? They have twins. Is that how they do that? Because I want to give birth to twins, but I don't want my own twins. I don't want my own twins locking lips. So I don't want it. You can peck your sister or peck your brother, but I don't want people locking lips. Is that how they do? So you twin mothers, especially twins that are grown, or anyone, tell me, is that how they fight? And is that how they do? Tell me, I'd like to know. I told you guys that Onyeka, that silly girl Onyeka, had told the girls in the house that Mayor is a rich boy. Me, I don't know if it's true. I don't know. I've not gone to check, but I think after today, you know guys, you know I like to investigate. After today, I'll actually go and check if it is true that Mayor is a rich kid. I really want to know if he's a rich kid. So I would go check for you guys and I'll come back and tell. And you know, I watched a conversation Mayor and his partner Toby had, and they're just talking about how the girls are desperate. You know how guys like to young cock, and they're just talking about how the girls are desperate and they're not there to ship. And you know, Mayor specifically said, you know, I don't have that time. You know, when guys now, girls, my sweet men, I know you people are watching. You know the way you put young cock. People like to act like nothing, but something they did. And just like, you know, just talking. I was like, okay. And all of a sudden, I saw him with Onyeka. Onyeka was just telling him and saying, you know what, when you go to the room, you get close to her. You know, after that, she was having this pain in her leg after the workout. You massage it sensually. You know, she was demonstrating. You massage it sensually. Onyeka, you know, I like Onyeka. But when that girl enter trouble in that house, there's no way she will not enter trouble in that house. That one is standard, and I'm ready for it. So, you know, massage the leg sensually. You do it like this, you come like this. And that guy too was actually listening. After a while, I actually saw him massaging Ruthie's leg, and she was actually giggling. And he would move in that leg in about like 20 minutes. He massaged it well, and you know, I think Auntie fell. Definitely, a lot of girls actually fell for Mayo after Onyeka carried that is a rich guy rumor. They fell like stupidly. See, Nigerian girls, we too like money. Even if the man's head is like box but the man's head is like cabin biscuits carton. Same money day. Wait happen. And that was it. So, and the next day, you know, Mayo was talking to Victoria. All of a sudden, Bootsy came and carried Mayo out of there, and she was talking to Mayo, and Mayo was like, "Oh, so tell me your type. What's your type? You know, when they want to talk to you, they want to toast you, they will increase the baritone of their voice." And I was like, "So tell me, what's your type?" You know, and you know, Mayo, did Mayo listens, he would tilt his eyes a bit, and when you're talking like this, that boy, that 24-year-old boy, his head is too sharp. You'll be like, oh, a man that listens. And it was it. I'm not just talking, you know. My type is I actually like slender guys, but I don't like the guys here. Like Tofa. I like Tofa. I don't like Tofa because of his clique. And I'm like, which one is clique? The guy basically is on his own. That will never talk. You know, if they talk, he and his suge. Let's say they use gum their mouths. It's just they like say they're not they. They're just lucky that they are fine and they have fans. I know people will be surprised, but you know I told you I like suge. But open your mouth and talk. Give me something to work with, please. And you're like, no. So the guy was like, oh, so you like Tofa? She was like, no. There's somebody I actually, I would have loved Sean. I would have liked Sean. But I actually spoke to Sean the other day, and Sean actually told me that, I've not really got time to speak with you. And somebody who said she likes slender boys. She now said, but there's actually somebody that I'm attracted to. Somebody I've been talking to in this house. And Mayor was like, who is that? Even the boy knew it was him. Mayor was like, who? She was like, he's actually sitting in front of me right now. And Mayor blushed. I'm like, sister, I like slender guys. From slender guys to Baba Party. It is that money that Onyeka talked about, nothing more. Because even if you say you like slender guys, even if you want to move out of your spec a bit, you will move to boys like what's his name? Maybe Toby Forge, or you move to the likes of not Baba Party like me. Like, I don't understand. Tall slender guy. You now move to Baba Party, short man. Is that money? Anyway, that one blushed, and there's something. That conversation did not last more than that night. The next day, she started talking to Mayo again, and she was just like, I had a child at 16. She was now being vulnerable, and she was crying. I had a child at 16. The world was so unfair. And Mayo was like, at this point, Mayo dimmed his eye like ×2. Because this matter is a serious matter. It's a matter of teenage pregnancy and all she's been through. You have to act like you're serious. Mayo dimmed his eyes like ×2. She was just talking, sorry, she was crying. I said, roots. I understand that part of when you like a man, you want to be vulnerable, but it's just the 48 hours and a half. My guy run no. Since that day, I've not seen me or with Roots. He doesn't want to pay school fees. He doesn't want to pay school fees. The guy, I've not seen him since that day again. That's it about these people. I don't even know if the bushmeat caught the hunter. I don't even understand, because I know that Mayo was not Mayo. For that boy that is short with his head like that, he seems to be controlling a lot of girls in that house. All thanks to Onyeka. Because before then, nobody they give that guy a face. All of a sudden, Mayo's hands are full. In fact, he's from liking Anita to Dami to Nelly to Ruth. Then I don't even understand what say. Amen. You all are the real MVP. And Onyeka should be the new face of MCN. Everywhere you go, that girl is everywhere. The first night she came in, she was like, her strategy is like water. I intend to be everywhere where people are doing strategy. That girl can be in 10 places together. I don't know how she manages to do that. Like, the girl is just everywhere. She sees everything. She talks about every damn thing. She's there. Like, I'm actually wondering, you shouldn't worry that Ebuka would come in on Sunday and be like, Onyeka, so you said this, what do you mean? She don't fear. Like, the girl just talks, then For the first time, I think I saw her a bit upset, where she also told her sister that Dami was rude to her. And you know, I'm just taking it easy because I will soon change it for that girl. I will change it for her. She cannot speak to me anyhow. But I don't think that girl, I don't think Onyeka dwells in anger. Because the next minute I saw her talking to Dami and everything was fine. And you know, this Onyeka encouraged Mayowa to go and meet Ruth, to massage her leg, and that one went like a moo, and actually did the do. He did, when I mean that he do, like he did what they discussed, everything, you know, how she told him to massage it, he did it. Like she sees everything, she's here, I heard this, she's there. In fact, there was even one night they were playing the game and the Mbadiwe twins said, Onyeka actually gives gists as straight by butter, like, give me this, let me give you this gist. So it's not even hidden. So you know, sometimes people talk and you be like, oh, she's a gossip. It's not hidden. It's a known thing in the house that she dey yarn, she dey talk, she not dey hide them. She go talk here, she will say this one, this is what I heard. I don't even think she's hiding it, she's just saying it. I don't know if it's in a bad way, I don't think so. I don't even know how to explain that. I would allow you guys who are watching to explain it to me, what you think it is. Then also, in this Onyeka radio MC, Radio Nigeria, she told Tofa that, you know, Sean said if not for Wanni, he would have entered Nelly. That in fact, Wanni was upset with Sean because Sean is aware that Nelly likes him and he sat close to Nelly. I'm like, how does this? I don't know anything. She has a lot of besties. She's very close to Wanni, extremely close to Handy, extremely close to Chinwe, she's close to Flourish, she's close to Tofa, she's close to Suj, she's close to, like, how are you a known gossip? And they're very comfortable keeping you close to themselves. Let's even come back to the triangle, Mayor's triangle, but I think it's getting to be a quadruple. It's not even a triangle anymore. Though one of the girls isn't putting herself, one of the girls isn't putting herself there. You know, there was one day I was talking to Ruth, and was just that same day was asking her who is your type, and you know, she was talking about the next thing. Nelly just, you know, first of all, Nelly, that girl is so pretty, and I think she loves her body because every day the girl they open yash, like we see her bum bum every day. Asking myself, don't you have godly shorts? Don't you have shorts that would edify the Lord? Don't you have clothes that would praise your Lord and Savior? Why must you open your yash every blessed day? Like, don't you have good shorts? Don't you have good knickers? Don't you have, I don't know. And that day she just came and she just, and Mayo was seated like this, and Ruthie was seated like that, and she just came, and she just was talking to Mayo, and she bent like this. All the breasts just dropped. And while Mayo was talking to Ruthie, when Ruthie was talking to Mayo, was like, and I was looking at the breast, and was like, at one point, Ruthie just stood up, because you cannot compete with that kind of breast. You can't even compete with the bum bum. So, you know, where do you start from than just to stand up and walk away? And I was like, what's going on? And all of a sudden, I've not seen Mayo and Ruth. It's Mayo and Nelly. Are you okay? When Mayo was rehearsing the other day, Nelly was there seated, giving emotional support. And Mayo was like, are you okay? Did you sleep well? Are you fine? And she was like, yeah, I'm alright. Yeah. If there's one thing I did not learn to do in my young days, is how to, you know, I didn't know how to be feminine. That's why I talk with this ugly voice. Because if I knew how to be feminine back then, by now I'd have lost this Agbero Koa's voice that is for you guys. These children of these days, these Gen Z children, they know how to just bring out that feminine side. When Mayo just comes like, oh, so Nelly. So she'll be like, yeah. That if you ask me, Laura, are you okay? I say, I'm okay now. I'm fine. How far? I didn't know that you have to, you know, walk your feminine side, because my time has gone. Not when I'm approaching 40. These girls, these small children, I wish I knew the things they knew. They just know how to embrace their femininity. That's why I wear t-shirts, tie wrapper, even till today. These ones, they will sit in the house and wear their shorts and wear their, I don't even think I have any sexy, what's it called, lingerie. I don't, so it's wrapper, just tie wrapper across my waist. Anyway, that's the end of. Then Mayo, there's also Dami. I don't know if that, of course, Dami likes me. I don't know if Mayo, I don't. Just that Dami respects herself, Sha. She doesn't make it too obvious. She doesn't make it too obvious that I'm into you. I think the girl has a bit of pride. Toby and Yamoniyawo. Everybody is saying they suspect that Double K are married. But that's when Toby actually he's always talking about Cassia. But then again, Cassia is just a very picture beautiful woman. And after which day, Toby was talking to Cassia and was like, I really like you. I want to even impregnate you. I just feel like pinning you to the wall and kissing you. And I swear to God, forgive me, because this is me supporting fornication and adultery. I wanted Toby to just pin her to the wall, just carry her on her pool and kiss her. After all, he does not know. What is he doing? He doesn't know now. In fact, I was even saying I'm very sure Cassia was wet. Because she was just like this. She was smiling. She would not put her hand. Are you serious? I don't. I'm very sure. So Kelly is really into Cassia. But I feel like Kelly's into Cassia because he's scared. He can see the attention. Because Cassia just behaves like someone that they've not been torturing. When you torture a woman with words, that's why you men, see, when you have a woman, don't lose guard. You have to continue to woo her, take her on dates, make her feel like the best thing. Because the way Cassia was just smiling and happy, you could tell that they don't turn and say, oh, you're beautiful, you serenade my world, you heal me, you do this. The girl loved it. You could see her smiling. She enjoyed every bit of it. She enjoyed it. She actually did. She did. And I don't know, I'm team Casby. Right? Then Zion walks into the kitchen. Then she went to Zion that should be you. They put your hand. She stood up. Now, a lot of people on Twitter says it's Nelly, but I'm not sure because I didn't hear the word. She didn't want to say it. That she put her hand. She rubbed her hand. I was like, oh, you have talent. So I removed my face. I knew you were smiling. See, I like Chinwe a lot, and I like Zion. But you see, I am ready for that chaos. I want somebody. It's just that the girls in that house, they're not bold. I need a bold. I will just come and scatter the status quo. That's why the show is there. Scatter it. Just come and scatter everything. What are we doing with our time? Scatter it. As far as I am concerned, that's what I want to see. So I'm sure some of you are just wondering. This tea never still finished with this tiny cup. Oh, I refilled it. So the first diary session of the season started, and I started with Inadu. I was able to distinguish their personalities. So you see that Nne girl, that's the niece. She's actually very intelligent. I can see why she came out of the first class. Trust me, I can honestly see why she came out of the first class. She's a very intelligent young girl, but she's domineering. I don't know if she's domineering in the house, but she's actually very domineering to her aunt. She could barely let her auntie speak. She would, but I don't think from a bad place. I think it's also from a place of maybe wanting to cover up insecurities or just wanting to dominate the conversation. So she was, and of course their diary session was just all about the twins, how the twins used them. They're not happy. The twins used them and they're going to pay back. Then the auntie actually said Dami is actually very rude. That Dami was rude to her in the kitchen. And Inadu was like, no, I don't think she's rude. I think she's bossy. And the auntie was like, no, apart from that, you can be bossy, but you can also be rude. That Dami was actually rude, and she feels like you can actually be a bossy person, authoritative, without being rude.
But what's wrong with Big Brother said? Every season they're asking you for broom, they're asking you for mopping stick, they're asking you for toilet washer. I don't understand. You have one toilet, you're bringing in 28 housemates, and you don't know you bring broom and toilet washer and detergent and everything every season. And he has the mouth they'll say they are tardy. You people are your tardiness. Another man and the people are tardy pass. They are very tardy. They can't keep to time. You will have something in the next 1 hour. They won't start until the next 3 hours. But you can be telling somebody you're tardy. You're tardy. You're tardy. Big Brother, change your ways. Change your ways. Change your ways. Next season is season 10. Change your ways.
Next housemates that came in better. Guys, I actually like better. Do I like better? So I don't know. I don't have anything against TJ, but I love Ben. Ben is funny. He doesn't take himself seriously. His conversations are funny. He's not ashamed to be, he's a bit, no, I would say feminine, but he's not trying to be a man. He has just accepted this is me. You know, when he came, he told me brother that he had not worked out in years, and he came into this house and he walked out and his entire body is sore. The guy is just, everything just makes me laugh. You know, they talked, my brother asked who has made an impression on them, and it was like, you know, the Mbadiwe twins, they've tried as HOH, even though they sort of annoyed certain people with their conversation or with their words. Ask me what the word is. Of course. Even in my house, I see myself saying of course. And there was something notable like Ben said he's impressed with Checkers, that the girls actually act like they don't have sense. They act like, you know, they don't have sense, but they are actually the most sensible in that house. And I actually think so. You use the word, they like to play dumb, but they are actually very, very, very sensible. TJ talked about how he's the love doctor, people trust him a lot, and it is the truth. TJ is like the resident, so the girls in the house. And like I said, I told you guys the last time that he boxed himself into that uncle corner. I read his profile and I read he's 33, and I'm like, you're just 33, why are you acting like an uncle? I mean, Pere was like almost 40, and Pere was acting Pere-ish. Why are you boxing yourself? And everybody's like TJ is like the because he's married, but Mike was a married man in that house. He didn't put himself in that position where he's trying to babysit people. But TJ's only that TJ likes gossip. He likes gossip. He likes Samuel Paul. So everybody comes to him. So he was really giving people that gist. And Ben was like, I'm your partner and I don't know all these things. You didn't tell me and everything. But I think Ben said that in a very lightweight man. I didn't even take offense and everything. Then the next people that came in, the Mbadiwe twins, they came in, they're enjoying their time. Those ones, I think they're enjoying the experience. You know, come on, you're not outside. They're enjoying the experience. They're enjoying their time in the house. The people that have impressed them, the better group. The TJ is really helpful in the kitchen, and Ben is actually just very funny. And they also like the Checkers. Mention Checkers. So Checkers again, they flourish. Flourish. Roots, you know, when you think so, Onyeka talks in the house, but Ruth is actually the gossip that has a light bit of bad belly. She had an issue with everybody. She came and told like, oh, Dami is bossy, that Dami thinks you can cook, and that she's been cooking for 7 years. That she asked Dami, when did you start cooking? And Dami said a year ago. And imagine Dami that just started cooking 1 year ago, wanting to tell her how to make food, from where to where. Like, how would that happen? You know, she went on and on. You could sense the bile, the anger. You know, she just had an issue. They talked about Mbadiwe twins. I regret voting them for HOH. She doesn't like them. The Mbadiwe twins are very calculative, especially Ozzy. That Ozzy likes to be in the midst of crowd so he can get attention. She talked about Tofa and Sean, that the aces and Sean, they're trying to gang up. And even that part didn't even make sense. And I'm like, trying to gang up. Those are that can barely talk. I was talking to Sean, and Sean said him and Wanni are not a thing, and she's worried because she knows that Sean is going to be telling Wanni things. But married, and they spoke to Chinwe, and Chinwe was like double K. That's Kelly and Cassia. They are married, and she feels like they've been married for at least 3 years. So Checkers came in. Chizoba was very graphic, and she explained about the hygiene in the house. Skid marks. She said it was shit, and because she mentioned shits, I'll mention shit to you people. People left shit in the toilet. Shit marks. She used to say skid marks because I heard it. You guys have to hear it too. And you know, at that point, I was like, what's going on? You see, I can never be in that house. Even in my house is very big. I don't share my toilet with anybody. I can't. So 28 people sharing toilets. But I don't even understand, why do adults find it hard to flush? You know, I watch reality shows and I see complaints about flushing toilets. I'm like, why is it so hard to flush? Every season of Big Brother, there's always complaint about shit, and I don't understand why. But one thing I noticed about these sisters, they're actually very in sync. Nobody knows, they don't really spend much time together, but they are actually in sync. Chizoba just is an older sister that doesn't have wahala. She don't just get any problem at all. So they like the Mbadiwe twins, they like their reign. Chizoba loves her Ben. She likes her Ben. Like she said, she likes Ben. The duo Tammy and Toyosi came in. Dami said the radicals left an impression. So to be honest with you, most people that came for the diary session actually mentioned radicals. Like radicals, right? Those guys have played a good social game. Like really done well when it comes to, you know, being social in the house. I feel like if they even get to bottom, they might actually save them. Then you never can tell. By Sunday, game mode if you don't enter. So Dami says she feels like Ruth and Chinwe have a problem with her, with the way they've behaved, and she feels like she has the same personality with Chinwe, this very fiery personality. So she's of the opinion that they will clash a lot because they have similar personalities. So that's it. Then Zinwe came into the diary room. So Chinwe says she's made friends with different people, the Mbadiwe twins, the Flourish, Anya Wanni, radicals. She talked about Double K and still talked about that suspicion. She feels like they're married, and that was it. Aces came in, and I swear, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be funny right here, but as they came in, I slept off. Like, I honestly dozed off. And by the time I woke up when it was Nelita. I don't know if somebody else entered, but that was when I opened my eyes. Like, their diary session was like Lexotan and Volume 5. I slept. I dozed off. Like, I napped. And I didn't wake up until Nelita came. Those girls are gorgeous. You know, when they came onto the screen, the skin was skinny. They looked really good. They looked so good. Like, I'm talking about Nelly and what's her name? Anita. That was even the day I had to look for Nelly's name and her page. And I had to go look for Nelly's page. And that girl, God have mercy. I don't know if she's that. I don't know if that bum is natural, but if it's not natural, I need to look for that doctor's number to do my own. The thing just was very proportionate with the leg, like everything just ran. The boobs, that girl she go like life. No wonder she just loves opening her body in that house. And you know, I don't think they talked about different people. They don't really like the Mbadiwe twins. Anissa complained about Ozzy's responses. Always feel like you can speak English when you talk. Ozzy is trying to correct you. There's trees. These guys just went from being the lowest on my radar the first day they came, and intelligent boys. They're actually very intelligent, even though I don't like some conversations they have, but they're actually very, very intelligent. They speak so well, and you know, they actually vibe with people. I enjoyed their diary session. Mayor was like, you know, they really like the checkers, especially Onyeka. But Toby kept saying, you know, Chizoba is like a dark horse. Like, Chizoba is actually dope. He kept saying Chizoba is dope. I know she's coming out. And he was like, oh, he likes Anita, he likes Nelly. And those that have made impression on him, that's the Nelita and the Checkers crew. Then the Shantoria came in. See, there's no sync. There's no synergy. There's no place for compromise at all. These guys, I know in this diary session, Victoria actually tried. You know, she kept saying, oh, so my partner, that one, I think Victoria will not to lie. She kept saying, my partner this. At one point, what's his name? Sean was like, oh no, you don't have to lie. You don't have to say all those things about me. You don't have to, just say the truth. You don't have to praise me. And I was like, God have mercy. Every time Sean is talking, also Big Brother, once Victoria starts talking, these are his. He's not looking at her, he's frowning, almost like everything about that girl irritates her. In short, my adult will say, blessed the girl is someone, like she did someone me, whether she did smell or something. Like, you know, you're holding your breath. I'm like, it can't be that bad. Even sometimes she wants to talk. There was even one that it was speaking, so she spoke. It was like, let me speak, allow me speak, with so much, you know, anger. like, no pretense. You can't even pretend. I don't know. Like, it was very painful to watch. The diary session was painful to watch. I felt for Victoria. She held it together. She tried, but it just wasn't it at all. Like I said earlier, if not me, we're going home. Me and you, Sean, we are out of that house. I will make sure I leave that house, and you will follow me out of that house. Like, nothing is going to stop me. Nothing. They wagered 80% for their presentation. They had to start working on their presentation. They had rehearsals at one point, and they did their presentation. The first few sets were just there, like it was table. You know, I would say some people stood out for me. Ndine was really nice. The Radicals, fantastic. For me, that was my best. They did so well. Femi is actually a very good dancer. Femi is actually very good. I don't know if people don't like him. I know a lot of people say Femi is very sexual. He has a lot of rubbish. But, you know, they did really, really well. Checkers tried, of course. Onyeka, they tried. Checkers really did well. Then I think Streets actually did well too. But bad as bad, they failed their presentation. So I feel like chaos really starts next week. All this kumbaya they are doing, everything is going to start next week. Something happened. Chinwe and Zion had a fight, and she was, first of all, saw her crying, and she was like, Zion says to people that don't like her, that says crap about her, is not trying to defend. And Zion was like, who said anything about you? She said, oh, somebody mentioned, oh, that she's going to put Zion in trouble. She had said that she was crying. I know she's lost her voice since she came into that house. She's not regained that voice, and she cried, and I just felt for Zion, because Zion resembled. I understood Chinwe's part, where you want him to, but this is the Big Brother house. You have to be diplomatic, and the guy wasn't even there when they said what they said. But I think she wants Zion to always pick her fights. You know, we women, we get everybody. So if somebody fights with our boyfriend, we can fight. But men don't actually think that way. Men don't gather enemies, because one thing, they're very diplomatic with it. And she was just going on and on. She was even shouting, and I'm like, you know, Chinwe is actually the
President General among the nation, we salute you. President General among the
nation of this Chinwe relationship. In fact, at one point I was even like, I need to go and Google Zion, because Chinwe, they behave like saying that they give Zion food, that they feed them, like she's the Oga boss in that relationship. And Zion can be soft with Chinwe. I really like their relationship. I honestly like Chinwe. I honestly like Zion. So, but I don't know. I really hope they can work things out. But you know the funny part? The matter went everywhere. Chinwe went and told this ones. Zion too went and told this ones. Zion told the Radicals. Those ones, small became. They advised, don't leave her. And Femi was like, it's insecurity that is worrying her. That one said, leave her, don't worry, she'll come around. Whatever it is, she'll come around. Just leave her alone. I'm like, oh God, for this house. So every quarrel, wahala go day. And the thing even affected Chinwe during their presentation. She just frowned, she could barely speak. She was affected. Do you understand? And that's the thing about quarrel. Oh, love, the price for love is pain. I can tell you for free. It's not easy to love. It's not easy. It just comes the whole lot of drama, and you know, a whole lot and everything. Hey, if Kelly gets head of house, while I go there, I want a firm head of house, because Kelly was just like, you know, you have to be firm. You have to. Kelly go. I need Kelly. I need them to nominate Double K as head of house next week. During the presentation, guys, Double K, they were doing their presentation, and at one point, Cassia was like, so you know, our love. Then she changed it to our love for success. I'm like, these people don't, they lose guard. They've completely lost it. Even Zion was speaking like, we'll try and find out from Double K if there's something that it just feels like there's something between them. You know, the way they hold each other, the way, like, especially Kelly. That Cassia knows how to mount her guard. But Kelly, I don't know. Well, they're married, and they've been together for 10 years, so I'm sure it's really hard to pretend. It's really hard for them to, like, you know, play according to the script they brought into the Big Brother house. I can understand. I can imagine that. I'm enjoying their strategy. I'm enjoying the script they are playing. I'm not even going to lie. I just hope they can keep it. I want to Toby talks here and talks there. 1 minute, Toby's telling Cassie, I'm interested in you. The next thing he's telling another girl, was you sheep? Was people being in a relationship? And that's the only problem I have with trees. They just talk here, talk there, talk there. Mayowa is busy gathering his hands like fufu. Nelly. And I know he likes Anita. There was a point Dami was loosening Dami's hair, and Dami was like, who do you like? And he said he likes Chinwe. Auntie Chinwe. Even Dami looked at him, but Dami turned to look at him and was like, are you for real? Are you saying the truth? Even me, I was like, Dami, are you saying somebody should not like Auntie Chinwe? You know that I told you guys in the first video that I want one small boy to just come and Custodian Auntie. But I know Mayowa is lying. I know Mayo is lying. I know he's not saying the truth. And he was like, yeah, I like her. She's cool, she's calm. And Dami was like, yeah, she's cool, she's calm. I just feel like Mayowa is lying, but I pray it's true. I just want somebody to just come and sweep and see her face. I just feel like I want to see that. That's what I think. I'm not interested in this this very predictive, desperado relationship that I'm seeing in the house. I want something unusual. Do you understand? That's basically what I'm looking for. I don't like all this relationship that you can predict. I don't like it. Come and give me something original, like the what's it called, like the Annie and Sean, Wanni and Sean's relationship. I need it to scatter. Let one girl that we won't even see from one corner coming. Like Nelly now. Nelly was asking Toby today that who does Mayo really like. She just sees him talking to certain people, and Toby was like, no, you're just upset he's talking to people you don't like. And I'm like, is Nelly really interested in this boy, or is it the money? Because the first night, Nelly and Sean were all over themselves. So where did Mayo just come, and Mayo is like the reigning boy in that house? And I blame Onyeka. I blame that girl. Onyeka, I blame you, to be honest. Mayo is like the reigning guy in that house now. I'm like, when you see cardboard from where to where. But I like Mayo, I like him, so I'm willing to see what's going to happen. I'm excited about the Saturday night party, so let's see how it's gonna go. So guys, this is it for this week. Tell me, you guys should comment what's happening. Who do you want to see in a relationship? Who made you happy this week? Who do you want out of the house on Sunday? Tell me. Comment, like, subscribe, please. As you're watching this post, please just share to your friends. Well, there's nothing wrong, just click on the share, send it to Twitter, Facebook, everywhere, okay? And I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Thank you so much. Like, you guys have made my comeback really easy with your lovely words, with the support, and so continue to support. I want to go back to that Laurasboxx of old. You know now, Queen Laura. That's where I want to be. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye, and have a wonderful day. Bye.